The UN Refugee Agency has slammed European nations that are restricting their border crossings, blocking the path of thousands of migrants.
The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees is concerned by recent restrictive practices adopted in a number of European countries, creating chaos at several border points and putting particular pressure on Greece as it struggles to deal with larger numbers of people in need of accommodation and services.
Well, the bottleneck at the Macedonian border began when Skopje started only allowing refugees from Iraq and Syria through, leaving thousands of others stranded in Greece. Well, those migrants, mostly from Afghanistan, are transported to refugee centres in Athens now. However, the country's whole reception system could be overwhelmed in just 8 days. That's according to aid group Doctors Without Borders. Those who don't meet the criteria as asylum seekers are supposed to leave Greece after 1 month. But the chief of the European Border Agency, Frontex, thinks almost none of them will return to Turkey from where they entered Greece. He adds that if other nations don't start taking in the migrants, they're bound to stay in the country. We asked people in Greece what they think of the migrant situation there.
Actually, I feel betrayed because all the refugees come in Athens and the other countries don't even help.
It is unfair, the closing of the borders. Our European fellow states don't treat us justly.
It was not something that surprised me that they're not helping us now. We are a country in a terrible economic crisis and we can't support all these people. I hope they will understand that, but I don't think they will.
I believe that this is very wrong, mainly for the refugees who suffer and have to move from one place to the other. It is also unfair towards Greece because currently we do not have the proper infrastructure to host so many refugees.
But why is this happening there? Greece is the main point of entry for sea arrivals to Europe. People from the Mideast and North Africa first head to Turkey. From there, they take sea routes to the Greek Aegean Islands. Then it's on to mainland Greece and further into Europe via the so-called Balkan route. We spoke to a former Greek diplomat who thinks that Athens is in a dire situation.
Taking into consideration that Greece is also going through the economic crisis that has been created by the European Union and the measures that it has been imposed upon Greece, I don't think that Greece could last very much longer with this. After a short time, we shall have reactions from the local population, in spite of the fact that Greeks are very hospitable. After a certain moment, we cannot take more. I mean, it's physically impossible, and the solution for me is for the EU member states to start taking refugees according to their participation in the Syria war.